Hey guys, Sarah Wall here. We're all stuck in isolation at the moment. I don't know about you, but I'm going a little bit bonkers. And I think what's going to help me is if I get rid of these. Look, it's going to give me an hour or so to actually do something. So I've put on a face for it. Actually feels quite nice to wear some makeup. It's been well over a week. Anyway, so what I'm here for today is to actually help you guys at home sort these bad boys out. I know that we can't get two hairdressers right now. Excuse my color. I am not going to scalp bleach this at home. We all know what happens. The last time I actually did it, I ended up with quite a bad chemical haircut. So don't try coloring your hair at home, and please don't box dye. So basically what I'm going to do now is slim down the sides. I feel quite round, and I think that most people with short hair actually feel the lengths growing here first, and we actually feel quite wide. I generally get my hair cut every 2 weeks. I think it's been over maybe 3 now, so I'm dying for shorter sides. So at home, what you need is a comb. You need some clippers. Potentially little neck clippers, but if you don't have that, I'll take you through a technique what you can use with the clippers without a dart on. So I'm going to work from a 1 down to a half today, something a little bit more simple in a way. I'm not going to go skin fade. God knows what would happen if I go skin fade, but I'll take you through some tips and tricks. How to hold your clippers, how to hold your comb. Might even do a little bit of scissor over comb through the side areas just to knock that roundness off a little bit more. Through the back, I'm just going to go through with the texturizing scissors and cut into there. Okay? Wish me luck. Okay, first and foremost, you need to determine how high you're going to take your sides. Now, if you feel quite wide, if you've got quite a round face, you need to take your section up a little bit higher. So I'm going to take mine up to literally about there, just under that last curvature of the hairline. If you want to add some width, I would advise to drop your section a little bit lower so the width starts here. If you've got a really slim face, you need to add width. However, I feel like personally I've got quite a round face, so I want to slim it right down, so I'm going to take that section up higher. Okay, I've got my beautiful clips in. Short hair is actually hard to clip on. That didn't take me 2 seconds. Obviously yourself, you're not going to get the neatest sections. So look, we've got to have a little bit of leeway. We're doing a home haircut here. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is start with my clippers, right? Most clippers have a little lever on the side. Now what that actually does is it opens up the blade a little bit longer and then goes a little bit shorter. Now the best thing with these clippers is when you're fading, you can open them longer or make them shorter. And you open them up in between, and that's going to knock that little ledge off. If you put a number 1 on, close it, it's a true number 1. If you put a number 1 on and open up, it's a 1.5. So when you're fading, you're going to be flicking out. So you're going to get these little longer bits, and in between the fades, you're going to move your lever around, and that's going to help you get that seamless fade. Now with guys at home that do not have this lever, right, it's going to be a little trickier, but the key is the way you hold your clippers. So I'm going to start off with a number 1. I'm going to close it because I actually want to go quite short. All right, when you're using your clipper, you are not going to put it straight on your head, because what's going to happen, you put it straight on the head and take it up, it's going to take that completely off. But with a fade, you've got a slight angle, right, but obviously a lot tighter. All right, so what you want to do with your clippers, you need to drop your elbow. You've got to excuse the bruises all over me, it's from my accident. You need to drop your elbow. You need to have like a bouncy hand really flexible. The harder you hold that, the stiffer it's going to be, and you're going to get lines in your fade. What I'm going to do is start off slightly, I'll try and get up nice and close here, slightly angle the clipper out. See how we've got this angle here? You're going to use that to guide you away from the head. You're not going to actually put the clippers like that and go straight up. You're going to slightly and slowly remove that length. So you've got the angle here, and you're going to slowly remove that length. Slowly working that sort of technique. All right, what that's going to do is take this nice and short, and then we're going to start to fade away. We're going to start to build up a bit more length. Okay, now because I'm actually growing this mullet at the back, I'm actually not going to touch that, but I'm going to slightly connect that shortness to the length. How I do that is the way I angle my clippers. Okay, I hope this works on camera. This is quite a new experience for me. If I put this flat on the head, all of this is going to be short. If I want that completely short and long, great, go for it. But because I want that kind of soft blend, as much as I can do at home, I'm going to put the clipper in, but I'm actually going to lever it out. So this point is actually touching my skin, and this point is actually off the scalp. So what that's going to do, you can see now it's going to create that length through here. Let's get started. I'm a bit nervous doing this. All right, so I'm going to comb the hair down. Right. Slowly. See how I'm starting to flick that out? I am slightly pulling my skin down as well. Pulling down the ear, and that's when I'm going to move my clippers around. I'm going to work in a circular motion. Okay, you can already see that shape that's starting to happen. Remember I was talking about the weight line, and if you want to add width, you leave it lower. That's too much width for me. I'm going to feel like my head's a bit of a egghead. Anyway, so I'm actually going to take that up higher. Okay, getting there. See how that's slimmer? I've just taken it up a bit higher and stopped that corner off. Look at the shape difference now. Much better. I'm going to do the left-hand side now. Slowly work your way up. You are going to have to swap sides. There's no way I can do a fade with my left hand. All right, so you got to remember, it's opposite now. Same again, if you put this flat, you're going to go really short here. So what you need to do, the side that is closest to the face, you need to elevate. Pull this other side towards your face. So that's going to create short through here and then length through that back. As I said, I'm actually trying to grow a mullet, so that's how I want to do it. If you guys want to do the whole back of your head, be careful. Maybe show this video to your partner, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, children. Remember the angling around the curvature of the head. It's all that sort of technique to get that really kind of seamless fade and that sort of technique. Most importantly, do not forget to use your mirror at home. This is where you're going to see the symmetrical results of what you're doing. The mirror's there for a reason. Stop and have a look at the shape. At the moment, you can see this side is higher than the left side. So I'm going to bring that up a little bit more. When you're working with it, work with it slow, nice and slow, all right? So I actually need to bring this left side up more. I like to leave length rather than whacking it straight off. Leaving length, you can kind of contour where you need to contour. You've got room to really perfect that shape. Right, so what I'm actually going to do now is use a bit of scissor over comb technique. I'm going to actually take that a bit tighter. Alright, so I don't actually want to take it too high with the clippers. I just want to knock that very edge off with scissor over comb. This might be a little bit hard for you at home. I don't find it easy to actually do scissor over comb. I will have to use my mirror quite a bit to see which angles I'm using with the comb. The same angles applies the same as what you're using the clippers. All right, so you've got to remember you want to keep this bit longer. Well, personally I do. So I'm going to put my comb on my scalp quite flat, but then whatever's closest to the forehead, I'm going to angle out. See how that pulls that away? So we're going to maintain that length through there. Now, angle of the comb, you actually want to angle out like that, because remember, we're building up length. We're not taking all that length off. Okay, that side's looking much better. As I said, this is a home haircut. I don't expect a perfection in my haircut. I just want these bad boys. Makes me feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident, and I feel better within myself in this mad self-isolation. Okay, so I'm going to scissor over comb this left-hand side. I want to bring that up. I want to take that strong weight line off. So once again, on the other side, it's the opposite. Where your comb is sitting closest to your face, you're going to bring that out towards your face, okay? See that sort of effect. Because I'm maintaining that length through here, that's going to help me keep it. I'm just going to knock that side off, and I'm going to slightly angle my comb out. There. Shape is a lot better. Yes. I've done a number one, and I've done a little bit of scissor over combing through the top. All right, now I'm actually going to a zero guard, but I'm actually gonna flip that right open. So you can see that it's now a half. When you're going shorter, this is where it gets really hard. Take it nice and slow, and remember the angles of what you need to use your clipper. Remember, drop your elbow, loosen up your wrist, okay? Bouncy, 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 bouncy. That's the best way that you're going to get a seamless fade. If you stiffen up, it's going to be quite hard. You're going to get those real kind of strong lines. You're going to find harder to fade away. Remember the angle that you're going to use. See how I slightly bring that clipper out? Same again, we want that really tight shape. We don't want it square. And slightly angle the clipper out. So where I'm going to take the half is to probably about there. I don't actually want to go too slim. I just want to tighten that up just a wee bit, just to neaten it up for me. So see how I'm slightly bringing that clipper out now? So what that is doing is helping me blend from a half into a 1. If you go straight up and pull your clipper out, you're going to get a strong wedge line. If you want that strong wedge line, go for it. I'm not wanting to achieve that, so I'm going to bring it up. And then I'm going to slightly bring it out. And remembering that I want to actually keep some length through here. So I'm going to bring this clipper that way. Okay, so you can see the shape difference now. It's taken a bit slimmer. Still a little bit of width up here, which I'm actually quite liking. You can see the shape that I'm creating through here. It's a little bit longer through there, so we'll go with a little bit of scissor and comb. Take that a bit shorter. If you feel that you can't get that shorter with scissor and comb, get your clippers out slightly. Love that kind of real strong weight line through there. I'm going to go through on the other side and do the same thing again. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do through here, I'm going to blend that a little bit more. Still want to keep that length. Eventually I do want that disconnected. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do, watch your earrings, just going to point cut into that. That is just going to soften that ledge up and give it a bit more texture. What I'm going to do now is actually use these bad boys. They're just going to thin out that weight line a little bit more. Generally in the salon, I wouldn't actually use thinning scissors for that, but because this is a DIY, I always get that mixed up, DIY at home, I can't get it perfect. So a little bit of thinning just along that ledge. That's just going to soften that weight line up. I was a bit nervous about doing this. You can see a little bit of weight line in there. Just going to go through with points of my thinners. Just kind of break that density line up a little bit more. So what I'm actually going to do now is pull the rest of my hair down and check out the shape that I've created. So I always like to comb everything forward. Give it a mess up. Play around with it. The reason why I bring everything forward is it gives me a bit more of a modern textured feel, more of a modern look as well. I personally don't like my hair blow dried back. I feel quite bouffanty. So even when I'm kind of blow drying quiffs and stuff, I blow dry all forward and then quiff it up. I'm lucky with my hair. I've got a really good hairline. I can pretty much kind of do what I want with it. So I'm pretty happy with the shape that I've created. It's not perfect, but hey, it's better. There's no way anyone can do a perfect fade on themselves. Maybe that's a challenge. Start a challenge. I want to see your fade haircuts, hairdressers and home clients. Anyways, now what I'm going to do is actually break up the top of my hair. I'm quite happy with most of the texture. I think I'm pretty lucky with the color. It actually gives me a bit more texture. It gives me a bit of a 3D effect with my hair, which is quite cool. I want to keep all the length through the front. I actually want to keep most of this length through here, but I'm feeling it's a little bit too thick. I don't generally use texturizing scissors or thinning scissors to give texture. I just feel it kind of whisks out the ends too much. Good work. Whisk out the ends too much. So what I'm actually going to do is just start horizontal sections. Don't worry about it if it's not clean or not. So I'm going to clip that back and then then just start with about 1 centimetre. And then what I'm going to do, you can actually see my hair is quite textured from the last texturizing session I did. I actually like it kind of really chunky in a way. I'm just going to go through section by section and let's say deep point cut a little bit. So see that? See how that's quite long? There's no real texture, especially through here. There's texture here, but there's no texture through there. So what I'm going to do is pop my scissors on a little bit of an angle. If I put it more on a diagonal, what's going to happen? We're going to take really big sections of hair out. So I just want to take little sections of hair out. God, I can't wait to edit this and watch it back. I'm going to have some funny face shapes. Funny facial features. So I'm just going through each section. See that bit there? Where I want to break up a little bit. Just chipping into it. Just going to break it up a little bit more. Right, see this section here? I want to break that up. What I'm going to do is place the scissors on my head like that. I'm literally going to really fast kind of scoop, channel cutting some texture, so surface texture. And that's going to break that up a little bit more. See what that's done? You can start to see that darkness coming through. It's breaking it up a wee bit more. And you're going to get hair everywhere. Right, that's quite cool. A little bit more through that front section. Don't take big chunks, don't go through and go like that. You will actually take that whole section off. You want to really softly work down the head, okay? Like that, not like that, like that. Okay, so that is pretty much the sides and the front done. I'm quite happy with that. I don't want to kind of over texturize it because I actually have no volume in it. If I over texturize it, it's just going to fall flat. Because I like my face slimmer, I go short on the sides and a little bit of volume through the top. Extends everything. And with this length, I can still kind of quiff it up get away with that kind of working off my face as well. All right. Now, I'm actually quite unhappy with the thickness through here. Be careful with this and don't hold me accountable for this. I'm actually going to take some weight out of that, but I am going to use some actual texturizing scissors. They're quite different to thinning scissors. See the difference? Right? These are Osaka scissors. They're incredible. They have actually got a curved blade on them, texturizing blade, you see that? So basically, the reason why that's curved is it's actually going to give you a bit more of a seamless texture. It's a curved texture. Now the hair flows, the hair moves. You don't particularly want to be too texturizing too much with anything quite straight because you can actually show up quite big chunky lines. That's what I love about these bad boys. They keep it a little bit more natural. Now my hair does need dyeing, alright, so as you can see at the back, it's quite dark. The roots are actually quite long. So I'm going to do this the best I can. So what I'm going to do, comb down the hair. And I'm going to just channel cut on the side, curvature, up, across. Comb it. break it up a little bit more, give me a little bit more texture. Go in the root area and take some sections out. My hair is incredibly thick, so it can withstand this. If you've got thin hair, I don't advise this at home at all. Okay, so what I feel, this is a little bit too long through here, so I'm actually going to twist cut that and back cut it. Talking about this section through here, twist and back cut. Now what that's actually going to do is get my crown to sit up with a little bit more volume. I don't want it too flat, but I don't want it alfalfa. So just grabbing sections and slightly taking that top bit off. Okay, now I'm going to blow dry. I'm going to bring everything forward. My hair's actually not really wet. I just want to get all that loose hair out. So I should have said this at the start, but remove everything from your bathroom. Towels, toothbrushes, soap, everything. You can see it's actually quite bare here because I've removed everything. When you start blow drying, little hair's going to go everywhere. Make sure you clean it up because whoever you're with at the moment will kill you otherwise. Literally just blow dried everything forward, round at the back, quite messy, yeah. Now I'm going to put some product in it. It actually looks like it doesn't need much product. I'm lucky with my hair like that. I'm going to get a little bit of paste. You don't want too much paste to start off with. Start off with a little bit, warm it up. Then what I want you to do is actually rub it through your hair completely. You need to make your hair look ugly before it looks better. So what I'm doing right now is actually rubbing that right into the root area and then working through the ends. If you don't rub it into the root area to start off with, you just rub it through the top. What's going to happen in about half an hour, everything's going to fall. So what you need to do is rub it right through the back. Okay, fantastic look. Now, what you need to do, if you want a smoother result in your end style, you need to use the palms of your hands and start to flatten everything down. See the difference that's just made? I generally bring everything forward. If I want it messier, I start tweaking it. You'll see every hairdresser does that. It's the bomb. Or you can use your fingers as a little bit of a rake. You still get that kind of soft, flatter texture, but you've still got a little bit of movement. It's not too wild. Look, one, done. Look two. Bring everything up. Up. Push it down through the sides. Remember, if you want it smoother, use the flats of your hands. You can bring that all forward and just scrunch that back up. What I'm doing is just using my fingers to kind of manipulate that front, sit up, mess out that back a little bit more. Okay, so there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope that you learned something out of it. And I hope that I can help you through this madness isolation period. I appreciate you not judging me on this. It is the first time I've actually recorded myself doing my own hair, speaking about what I'm doing. So if anything doesn't make sense, please just send me a private message and I can answer any questions there. Good luck with cutting your own hair. I can't get it perfect. I'd love to see, as I said, I'd love to see your videos or your pictures of what you come up with. Just remember the angles. Remember to keep your elbow down and your wrist quite weak. Anything too tight, you're going to start to get lines in it. Remember to swap over to your guards, your 1 and your half, and that bouncing technique, because you want it slim here and bring that out more. One thing I didn't show you is to neaten up the hairline. Get your little clippers and just softly take away any fluff. Keep it quite natural. And if you don't have your little neck trimmers, use your big trimmers. Close, so it's quite short. Same again. Work that around the ear. Voila, there you have it. Don't be afraid to message me. Thank you a million. Please stay safe through this madness. We'll all get on board and maybe try and create some content for everybody to help them get through this madness at home, help them to be able to maintain their hair at home. No colour though, that's from Starter's point of view, but I'm sure the colorist would agree as well. Thanks again, hope you enjoyed. Who knows, next time I might shave my hair off. Love you all, stay safe.